Hello, creative people. Welcome back to Create the Future. Today, we are playing an oldie but a goodie. I've played through this game once before, but it was just one of those games that was just chill, relaxing, and I wanted to share it with you. So it's got a storyline that you play through. It's a survival game. You're in space, so Elon Musk. I hope you guys like this. But yeah, we're just gonna start it up, start a new adventure game. The premise is yeah, you're in space and you're launching off, and the first planet you're on is kind of Earth-like, but you have to go around, collect some resources, build some rockets, explore different planets, and essentially unlock the mysteries of the universe. So, as you can see, my rocket has turned into a shelter, a landing pad, we got an actual interface. The last time I played this was not here. You just kind of had to figure it out. But yeah, as you can see, there's a tether. The blue thing above your suitcase, or your backpack boy, is your oxygen. So you can run around and jump around. That's your backpack. You have storage in there. It's got a 3D printer on it that you can print stuff. But yeah, you have research. There's little things out here like the windmill that has different parts. Like this has a battery and a windmill. But yeah, you'll see that I quickly run out of oxygen, so if you don't tether back up to your base, you'll die. But as soon as you get back, you see the tether form, the oxygen fills, and you're good to go. On another side note, I don't like how that you got a printer and an oxygenator. And we'll throw in there. So now we have oxygen, even though I don't think you necessarily have to do that, because I think, yeah, it creates oxygen on its own, but you can definitely add it in there. On Xbox, I'm pushing the top right hand button. I believe it's RT. That's how you can pick stuff up. There are a few ports on the shelter. You got 2 points. You got these connector cables. Is how you can build out your base. That I'll show you how to do that in here a little bit. This is a RTF. You cannot take this out. You can eventually build a new one. You can build one once you have the resources, but that's kind of towards the end of the game. And when you're first starting, yeah, you get this so you can create additional tethers, and you'll see that when the line's out, when it's going to be attached, you'll get the line. But that is one way to extend your oxygen lines, so you can go out and and explore more of the base. So you have the different materials out here. You can collect the plants and you'll get organic, or you'll get some resources. The yellow is resin. As you can see, it says updated gathered resin. So then when I open up my book bag, now you can see I have 2 resin there. And the cool thing about this game is like you literally are terraforming. Or is it terraforming? Is that the word I'm looking for? It might not be, but you're literally just like destroying the world around you and digging stuff up. And as you go down layers, you'll find additional resources that you'll need. But it's a lot of fun. And then there's different modes to the yeah. So eventually you'll be able to unlock it. So there's the dig, there's the you can increase, and then there's the flatten. But you have to update your. Ooh, I'm suffocating. That could have been bad. Once you open up your backpack, you can hit B to open your book bag. On the D-pad, you can toggle the different things, and it kind of shows you what you need to create, what you need to build it. It's like the oxygen filters needs resin, and it looks like a silicone. To pick stuff up, you kind of just like, you can drop a tether, and you can pick it back up by hitting RT and selecting it, and then hitting X, and you'll pick it back up. We're gonna go get some of this. So when you first start, the drop thing's kind of showing you what you should do, just so you can kind of get an idea of what the game's all about. So yeah, see how it says new printer. So there's little missions that you can do, and as you can see, we're able to collect. So that thing just allowed me to add more dirt to the small canister. So now when I open up my tool, I can flip through it, and now see how, because I have that canister that picks up dirt, now I can change my tool to dig, to add dirt. Well, you have to have dirt in your, see in the little container there how it's filling up. So once you have dirt in your container, then you can place it. So you could build like ramps, or you could smooth stuff out. Oops, probably help if you can smooth your area out. So there's like all sorts of things you can do. Yeah, we're doing all sorts of stuff. Oh my. So now we got a little canister. So now you'll see the arrow represents the front, and you can spin it by holding R, B, and LB. You can spin it, but the arrow is going to show what the front is. So you'll want to kind of line these up, and then you get your, not that, cable, and then add it. Oh man, I messed up. Cable, snap it up, and now this has power. So then I can put this printer here, and then now I can use this printer. So now I can build medium platforms, medium storages, rover seats, small canisters, so I can add more dirt, a work light, medium printers, the oxygenator, medium platforms, medium storages. You got the gist. And then we got multiples of these. So we're gonna unlock them all. And we'll put this one over here. And we'll sync them up. So you can start syncing all of these up too, which is nice. And then this is a storage. So this allows you to store a bunch of items. So instead of you having to hold them in your inventory and them taking up space, because if you have too many, he'll still like he'll dig them out, but they'll end up just dropping on the ground. So you don't necessarily want that to happen. You want to be able to collect a bunch of stuff. So while you're exploring, so you have your tote, but then you also have a couple slots. Like I have 2 canisters. I really don't need that. I'll keep the one just to hold more soil so I can dig. This is what I'm currently, this was the last thing I was kind of digging up, but it hasn't completely formed into an actual full piece of organic carbon material. So, but that's the last piece I did. And then my tethers are up here, which is the things that we were using to dump oxygen. Also, as you grow out your base, you'll see that my tether line can go further. So we're gonna see what the next mission is. We need everything's done. So on this one, we need printing up. We need to print a medium printer and slot medium printer to platform. So we're gonna go to this small printer here. We're gonna open it up. I didn't want to open it up. I wanted to use it. So hit Y. And then the medium printer needs 2 compounds. So I have 2 compounds. So we'll go ahead and print that up. So now you can see it's printing up. And it's going to drop, yep, it'll drop into its box form. We're going to set that over here. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to get a medium platform. Guess we'll do a medium platform A because that's the only one that we have. And that's more of just the ones that we've already seen here. We're gonna place this. We're gonna place this over here. And then we'll cable it up. Put this printer on here. Unbox it. Perfect. And now we have the medium printer, which gives us a reward. So we're gonna go claim this reward. And we got a large platform. Look at that. Boom! Which we'll put over here. And then the nice thing about the larger platforms, and eventually throughout the game, you'll get platforms that are larger and larger and larger. But the nice thing about this is once you cable it up, we can then put the medium printer here. No, not there. We're gonna put it here. And then we'll put the storage right here. And then, yep, see what's nice about that is that because the storage, because it's all on the same platform, the printer can pull from these storages. So eventually you could throw all the resources on here. So instead of having to have them in your inventory, or that say this was over here, say this was over on this, I wouldn't have to like grab this and add to the printer. And manually, I can just take this whole thing throw it on here, and then the printer will pretty much pull whatever it needs. Whatever it needs for the different products. See how the in the middle of the screen the items are interchanging? Because it automatically pulls, which is pretty darn cool. So we're gonna go ahead and see what the next mission is. Fill a small canister with soil, unlock and print a smelting furnace, refine aluminum from laterite, which is found. Minerals are often found underground or in rocky areas and can be refined using the smelter. Print and connect small generator to a power network. Research the chambers, deconstruct objects to generate a steady stream of bytes, and discover a gateway chamber. Locate one of these strange structures emitting a pillar of light. And all of these gets research bonuses that allow you to go in and get updated blueprints. So the first things first is we're going to fill up a soil canister, because that was one of our things. While we collect all of this compounds. So there's our fill a small canister with soil. So we'll get this last compound. There we go. So we'll put that away. And then we needed to get that. Nice. We got bytes. So the next thing we need is a smelting. Print a smelting furnace. So we're gonna go over here to the medium. I actually think that's what, I don't know if that's what this is. So, nope, that was a research chamber. Printers, yeah, I guess we could build this because we have it. We need this, research chamber. I don't know if you guys can hear the music as well right now, but it's just like, I don't know, it's such a, like, just easy, chill. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like you're playing this game and you're just like kind of zenning. So once you have unlocked the different research, as you can see, we were doing that. Eventually, we have this research byte here. You'll find these out in the world, these research items. That's what we're building the research chamber here right now. But eventually you unlock research points, which, as you can see in here, allow us to upgrade our tools. So right now we have 0 bytes per minute coming in because we're not researching anything, but because we've unlocked some of those startups from the drop pod, we have 1500 bytes. So one of our things here is retooling. So unlock, print, attach boost mod to the terrain tool, and then unlock, print, and attach a drill mod to the terrain tool. So it allows us to upgrade to dig deeper, faster, and better. So if we come in here, we have a whole bunch of stuff in here. And some of the things, like as you can see, the blue things we've already unlocked as we were playing through the game, because when you do these missions in the mission logs, you'll upgrade different things, and you'll just get them through that. The other way to get them is by going through this. So somewhere in, yep, here's the boost mod. So the boost mod costs 1,000, and then you have some of the drill mods here, which allow you to drill through harder materials. So eventually, like towards the end of the game, I think we like end up drilling through like diamonds or something. The drill bit we have now won't drill through that material, and it makes it really hard to progress in the game. So we have the research thing here now, so we're gonna throw it on here. We're gonna unlock it. I don't think I put it on here right. Yes, he did. So now we're gonna put this research item on here. We're gonna tell it to start examining it. Now it's very important to realize that once you start this, don't stop it. Because if you stop it, I think if I remember right, it just cancels it. And then you lose it. But now if I go in here to my research, you'll see that I have 11 bytes per minute coming in from this research item. As you progress through the game, this is a pretty standard research item, but as you're going through the different worlds and you get to more of the higher level worlds, you'll find stuff that gives you a lot more bytes per minute. Another thing you can do if you want to really soup this up really quick is that you can build multiple research facilities, and you'll of course be able to have more coming in at the same time. But yeah, so we're gonna go over here to the mission log because we finished this. Print and use a research chamber. So we got some beacons. Beacons are awesome because they allow you to basically point stuff out in the world. So if I go out here, I can run. I could basically come out here, drop a beacon, and it puts a, see, like there's a beacon above my shelter. But let's say I find a resource that I really like. I could basically put a beacon out there, and then I'll be able to find that really quickly. The other thing that's nice about it is as you're out here, especially once you build rovers, you're out. So here's a rover way over there. There's a piece of it. It's broken up. But say you're out here exploring rovers, and you get lost, you can start driving around and look for these beacons, and hopefully you'll be able to find your way back home. Otherwise, you're probably gonna get lost, and eventually your vehicle will probably run out of power, and I don't think you would die. It would just you wouldn't get anywhere. So I did see that there's a couple research things here that I'm gonna pull over. So once you select something with your if you hold LT, you can focus the circle. And then once you hit RT, you'll pick it up. If you hit X, it'll pull it into his hands, and then you can kind of walk with it, which is nice. Another thing I love about this game is just the visuals. It's like, I mean, it's got that indie feel. It's very, like, it ain't anything high tech, but it's still, like, the colors are very, like, I don't know. It's like a mix of, like, the music, the colors, everything's just kind of, like, gives you this, like, just warm and fuzzy feelings, and you're just like, oh, zen. But yeah, I remember playing this game, and it's always just kind of like, there's really nothing really stressful about it, but it's just kind of like, it's nice. So as you can see, we're unlocking a bunch of stuff. So that's just research. Sampling. Research samples appear naturally on flora, and that's why I was looking at, when I was over here, I was looking at these trees, because I remember there's little like bead things that you can pick up, and they're just kind of like individual research. I was trying to remember what they look like. Usually they were in trees. Yeah, there's a bunch of resin over here. Like, here we go. I think this is some. Yep, see? So if you go over here and scan it, you see how I got research samples? So that's another way, especially as you start digging down into the world, you'll come across those. The deeper you go in the planet, the more points. Oh, this isn't good. The deeper you go into the planet, the more those bytes will be. So here, I'll show you in a second. Now that we're exploring a little bit, let me get some oxygen. But yeah, here you see there's a. Oh, that was my. That was me. Oh, here, it's over here. But over here there is a cave. You gotta be careful how you go about these things though, because sometimes you can slide. But as you can see, we can build a tether system down here. And down here is a bunch of... The deeper you go, the more resources you're gonna find. Like down there's that laterite we need right there in the circle. But in order to get down there, we're gonna have to build a ramp. So we're gonna go... Trying to remember how to do this. If you dig down a little bit, get the angle. Yep. And then we can, if you hold RT, it'll go flat, and then we can kind of just go straight down. And we're kind of building a walkway down here. And eventually you can tell when it hits the ground. Because it'll start morphing the ground. So now we got like a little path down here. But we need to go back up because we ran out of tethers and we don't have any oxygen. So we'll get a little more oxygen. Run down here. Get some of this laterite. Uh-oh. Seem to have... Whoa, Nelly. That was scary. Ooh, oh no, oh no. This could be bad. Oh no. We might have our first death, friends. Run, my little friend. this stresses. Oh. But yeah. Let's get some more oxygen and we'll go back down. I fell in that hole. Yeah, where is the so when you hover over it, it'll show you that there's stuff there. But sometimes it's a little misleading. I actually feel like it's above us. I think we can get one more. Yep. Otherwise, we're just going to start dropping it. If you hold in the left joystick, you'll run. A's jump. Gotta watch out for the hole I made. Yeah, we need to get this smelter. I think that's over here. I don't like the view. Research, EXO. Maybe you have to get the large printer first. Yeah, I think we have to get the large printer. Now, as you can see, the research ran out too, so you always gotta load this back up with new research. And then it should... Yep. So now it's getting 23. So that's kind of a higher level. I also found this windmill that creates more power. You can see I have a mini one on my suit too. So a lot of times when you're digging, you're using the power of your suit, which is the yellow bars going down the middle. You can eventually run out of power, which then, of course, when you come back to the base and you tether up, you're going to get your oxygen and power filled up. One way to get around that is you could either throw windmills that can get you power, or eventually will unlock solar panels. The caveat, though, is, as you can see, there's no wind right now, so the windmills aren't working. At night, the solar panels don't work. And when you explore different planets, you'll come to realize that some planets are really, really windy and have no sun. And other planets are really, really sunny and have no wind. And I actually think the last planet, the worst, well, not, I want to say the worst planet, but the last planet you'll visit is has both, it's both not sunny, it's not sunny, and there's no wind. Oh, that's cool, the planet's coming up. I think that's one of the planets we can actually visit. For some reason, I thought, if I remember right, there might be a faster way at transferring items that I'm gonna have to do a little researching to see. I can't quite remember. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to unlock the drill mod. And then we also have enough to get the boost. So that'll unlock. We have to unlock, print, and attach. It might just be in our beacons, work lights, boost. There it is, boost mod. And then the drill mod. So if you go in here to your research, you can see what it takes. So this takes zinc, this takes ceramics. And eventually, as you're drilling, you'll start to realize what different materials are on each of the planets. So the Earth has a limited supply. Where was that Jeep? There it is. We're gonna run over here and see what we can get on this, and then I think we might be calling it an episode, guys. Because we had a good start. We got extenders and debris. So we'll bring this back, because eventually we can build a grinder that will grind this debris out, and then it'll give us the resources that it's made of, which is nice. But we'll just kind of make a pile of junk over here. But yeah, I think this is a good way of getting started. Yeah, if you B is gonna open up your inventory, D-pad's gonna switch through your stuff. Make sure to go explore, because like you said, I mean, like you saw, I picked up some random stuff while we were exploring. Tethers allow you to move out around your base. You can go in here and create more, or you can just pick them up. They just take, I do believe, compound is all they take to create those. Here, well, I'll show. Let me see real quick. Yeah, they just take a compound, and then you'll have more tethers. So then you can basically just go almost, I want to say as far as you want to go, but as soon as the way I look at it is as soon as the tether breaks, if you drop one, it's going to connect. So you can run a little bit. As soon as it breaks, drop one. As soon as it breaks, drop one. As soon as it breaks, and you get the idea. But yeah, definitely go explore. But yeah, I think it's interesting how but yeah, all this debris, you used to be able to pick this up. Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me pick it up, because you used to be able to pick this up and carry it back to your base. But we'll figure that out another episode. But yeah, definitely do all the missions. Eventually this will run out, but definitely go through all of these. They're an easy way to unlock the blueprints, get some quick bites so that you can unlock even higher ups. But yeah, I hope you guys like this episode. Actually, let's go over here. Hope you guys liked this episode. If you did, definitely hit that like button. Next episode, we're gonna definitely get into a lot more of the crazier things. But yeah, my name's Josh. This is Create the Future, playing Astroneer, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.